Southeastern Data, recycling for a brighter future. Each year, nearly 50 metric tons worth of electronic waste is generated throughout the world. The EPA indicates that the United States accounts for 3 million of these tons every year. Part of the reason is that a typical state in the U.S. has nearly 4 million computers being used in residential and business locations. That just accounts for computers and doesn't begin to take into account the hundreds of other types of electronics we use each day. These devices become obsolete quickly and are replaced by newer technology. Those outdated items are too often thrown out when they could easily be recycled. The benefits to recycling electronics are too many to mention, but here are a few that should be more than enough to convince you to start recycling your electronic devices. Recycling electronics creates a cleaner environment. Electronic waste is being dumped in our landfills, and space in these landfills is scarce as it is. It is not only taking up space, but it is leaking toxins into our groundwater and creating a health hazard. Some of these potentially hazardous substances are chromium, beryllium, cadmium, lead, and mercury. Recycling these electronics will not only save our landfill space, but may save our environment as well. Helping your community through recycling. You can help your community by either donating electronics for reuse or recycling. Those less fortunate could be helped with the donation of electronics that are either ready to use or can be refurbished, thus avoiding throwing them away. Recycling electronics can create much-needed jobs for those who make a living as recyclers, and it can also create a new market for the dismantled components. Recycling reuses our valuable resources. Electronics, and especially computer components, contain many items that can be reused, some of which require no additional processing. Local electronics recyclers have their own in-house recycling facilities where units are dismantled and components reused. Recycling these items means that replacements don't have to be manufactured, which saves valuable energy and resources. Proper recycling prevents abuse. All too often, e-waste is sent to underdeveloped countries for processing due to the cheap labor. These people are not qualified to dismantle these products and do so without proper protection, exposing themselves and anyone around them to dangerous substances. The chemicals contained in these items can leave a negative environmental effect for many generations. The economic benefits are substantial. All the previous benefits we have mentioned are great, but the most important one of all may be the economic impact of recycling electronics. If everyone could recycle a few more of these types of items, the manufacturers would not have to create as much from the ground up, and the cost to produce these products would be reduced, resulting in lower prices being seen in the stores. Both the manufacturer and the consumer would benefit from this scenario, so recycling makes sense for everyone involved. As you can see, there are plenty of benefits for recycling your electronic devices. However, they only apply if you are recycling your electronics with a professional recycler who is using the appropriate safety and data security measures. At Southeastern Data, we recycle your electronic devices both responsibly and securely. Since 1996, Southeastern Data has provided recycling and remarketing of all types of business assets, computers, and electronic equipment. We can provide pickup service to practically anywhere. If your business needs our services now or in the near future, please give us a call at 1-800-810-0432.